Okay, it's me again. So I took a break off, but this is number 24. Number 24 is basically about fathers, father, or fatherless. In my case, I talked about it, I might have choked about it a little bit. Um, but in this case, I was a little kid without a father. I guess my father, I guess he gave his sperm to my mom, and then he split. Um, Does it hurt? Yeah, of course it hurts. I mean, every child wants two parents in their lives. Two. Not one, two. I mean, don't get me wrong. My mom, she gave me the both. She gave me the best of both worlds in a sense, but it was just not enough for me. I wanted a father. I didn't want to be fatherless and not have a father in my life who didn't do certain things for me. Who gave me encouragement and the wisdom and the knowledge and the lectures and all the stuff that comes along by being a father parent. But yeah, sometimes to think about it makes me sad to think about it all the time about that fact, and that's what number 24 is about. The fact that I have no father. That's the whole purpose of wanting to get married and wanting to have kids of my own, so I can be a parent to parents to a kid and show them what my father missed out on me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm gay doesn't justify anything by any parent standard. If your kid is gay and you find out that your kid is gay, or the fact that you find out your daughter's a lesbian. But it doesn't matter because we're not labels, and we shouldn't be called labels because we're not. We're just people who just happen to love the same person who we are, and share and cherish and do everything how everybody else does. Is just be loved. But to have a father to have a father that's not in your life, that's kind of a painful thing to think about. Not to go to basketball games, baseball games, wrestling games. Go go swimming, go driving around. Have fun, throw the ball around once in a while, crack jokes. And your father picks you up and he catches you and he kisses you and he hugs you and he tells you he loves you, and you've got that memorable pictures to think about. And for me, that's kind of a um, a hurtful topic to talk about, really, because not having a father who just you just think about it as a sperm donor who just gave his sperm and who just you know he just left, or the fact that he tried to give me $1. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with $1? I'm like a kid. I mean, yeah, I could buy me candy, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted a parent. I wanted a father in my life, not somebody who just makes a child and leave and be like that fatherless child who don't want to take care of what's his responsibility as a man. So that's the whole purpose of me wanting to be a parent of my own. But before I become a parent of my own, I have to be stable enough as my own, and also have to have a loving partner who wants the same thing, who wants to have kids, who wants to have a life, who wants to enjoy things like that. If I met somebody today or met somebody months or years ago, and it doesn't matter if that person had kids or he didn't have kids. I'm very open-minded to anything out there. It doesn't really matter. It's just that I want to be a parent, in a sense, and however it works out, that's just me. It's just like I want to be a father to a kid and not abandon them. To be there when they want to ask me serious questions, be supportive to them, to talk to them, to understand what they're going through, and not somebody sit there that would judge them no matter what they come to me about. That's how I wanted my father to be. It's like somebody not to sit here and not be in my life. I just turned 34, and still I'm alone. I have no father in my life. So that's kind of part of me that's not with me right now. And I'm sort of lost a part of me with that. In a sense, I think in a sense that makes me stronger too. The fact that just because my father decided not want to be with me or part of my life and missed all the years I've been here, it doesn't change the fact. Do I hate my father? Hell yeah, I hate my father. Sometimes I wish he never made me because I wouldn't have to go through the fact of not having a fucking fatherless father in my life. Instead of going back and having one of those parents, those guys that you wish that your mom met, who gave his sperm, who gave life. Mom gave birth, took a while. 9 months later, baby was conceived, and years later, baby came out and grows up, and he goes to school, and he does all this stuff, and he's active, and he's motivated, and his father's in his life, and it's not feeling that emptiness, that I feel right now, not having a father in my life. So, in a sense, this goes out to me, and it goes out to all the kids out there, even teenagers, even the grown-ups now, who have fathers or who don't have fathers. It's just cherish the parents you have. Even if you have a father, you don't have a mom. We probably talk about that in another video, but those kids out there and everybody who has fathers in their lives, cherish them, love them, honor them, respect them, because they're the only things in your life that when everything else fails in your life, those are the ones you can count on when you need them the most. And it even goes out to the ones who don't have a father. I know how hard it is. I know sometimes you can struggle with the fact that why would you do this? All those answers are always there, question looming, in the back of all our minds. But we just have to realize that he might not want us, but it doesn't mean that the world don't want us either. Just because it makes us sad to think about that we are just human who just want to be loved. Is that so hard to be loved? To have a father in our life, to do everything in the world that makes things seem so perfect. And you have a father who loves you, who honors you, cherishes you, who protects you from anything and anyone that tries to harm you. That's a hurtful thing. When I was abused, I always wanted my father protected me, to stop the man who was doing this to me. But where was he? He wasn't nowhere because he left me. He walked on God out of my life. So that is some hurtful shit. So this is just a message that I want a father, and just because he's not in my life doesn't mean it's going to change anything or who I am today. You can like me, you can love me, you can hate on me, you can shit on me, you can call me names, you can call me the worst fucking word in the dictionary or not in the dictionary. The honest truth is, don't call somebody a nigger unless you know for a fact they are. And the fact of the matter, don't call somebody a loser unless you know for a fact who they truly are. Just because I don't have a father in my life, it's just because you might have one in yours, don't give you the fucking right to judge me and think that you can blast me out. I'm sorry, it don't work that way. You don't know what the fuck I've been through. You don't know how I live my life. So until you do, stay the fuck out of my shoes. Stay in your own damn shoes. And maybe you'll realize what your life was, good or bad, before you try to judge anybody. Be a father to your own kids. And don't try to lecture somebody else on them when they're an adult. So I think that's the most scenario thing I can say. Until you know, honestly, is don't try to be a damn father to somebody you're trying to be with. And don't try to lecture them because you're not my father, if you never will be. I mean, in a sense, it would be a good thing, but in the same sense, it wouldn't. Because see, a father's supposed to love their kids, be there for their kids no matter what. I don't give a fuck if they have to pay child support or see their sons or their daughters. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you be there for your kids through thick and thin. Not leave them. Not leave them without something that was brought together by two people. Just like making a relationship work takes two, just as well as fucking it up, it takes two. Just some things are never meant to be broken. And two parents are never meant to be broken, no matter what happens. If you get a divorce or you stay together for the kids. Kids are the most important things to work on and to work with. You know who I am. You know where you can fucking find me. And Dad, if you're out there, my name is Sean Lee Enriquez. My mom is Sandra Enriquez. So if my real dad is out there and you see this, this is what your son looked like at 34. My question is, why? Where the fuck are you at now? See you later.